Well, some of that is gonna start stepping on property rights again, which in this county is a no-no. So I though would certainly want anything that would support small business. I think that any plan that will help us grow our local business people to grow that are already existing and know how to operate in this environment. I think that we're going to have, no matter what our plans are, a hard time attracting, big industry with many jobs. I think our trick is to help who is here to grow. And it comes back to a shop local, and it really does work. And that's a plan, any of those plans that would go in that direction is what I would mainly be in favor of.
Thank you. Mr. Lazort.
Thank you. Well, I am opposed to government planning for the use of private land. A plan can't help any growth, it can only get in the way. I operate in various places where I've lived. I've operated businesses out of my home. Fortunately, that's legal in Pocahontas County. If we have a comprehensive plan, in many parts of Pocahontas County that will no longer be legal. That sounds like anti-growth and anti-homegrown business to me. There's no sense wasting money, which a lot of money would be wasted, creating a comprehensive plan if there is no intent eventually to enforce it. And as soon as it is enforced, people's property rights are violated. It's interesting because you could even argue this is unconstitutional as an ex post facto law, as removing rights which people had reason to think went along with their land. I was just preparing for this. I was reading up the West Virginia Constitution today, and that's in the West Virginia Constitution as well as the United States Constitution. So I am opposed to comprehensive planning. There are a lot of thriving metropolitan areas without it. If I'm not mistaken, it's the Dallas-Fort Worth area in Texas is conspicuously without comprehensive planning. There's some place in Texas. If I'm wrong about the specific place, I apologize. But one of the great advantages Pocahontas County has is we don't have that kind of nonsense here yet. And I will stand against it as commissioner.
Thank you, Mr. Walker.
Well, I haven't been too much involved. I've been to 2 different meetings on this issue. And number one, the reason for the comprehensive plan for the county is to be available for federal funding of any form in the future. It's coming to the point, if you do not have a comprehensive plan, you will not be able to apply for any federal funding, period. No grants, no flood damage permits, no relief for nothing from the federal government. That's why it's important to Pocahontas County, because as everyone knows, the last high water situation we had, there was a lot of people suffered in this county. There was a lot of people suffered in other counties. So the comprehensive plan is something in the future that's going to become very important to Pocahontas County, I feel. Now, there's a lot of issues with it. The number one issue is zoning. We was assured at the second meeting we attended that this did not include zoning and could be done without any form of zoning. Now, am I 100% sure of that? No, I'm not at this point. There's a lot of details I'm still looking into. There's some of it I understand, some of it I don't understand. But I'm definitely not opposed to it at this point, but I'm not 100% for it. I think in the future, it's something that if we want to be able to strive and gain and grow like other counties around us is doing, we're going to have no choice but to do it. It's kind of like the internet. It's a thing of the future, and the government is forcing you into it, whether you like it or you don't. So you either survive on your own, or you adopt it, and you survive with their help.